what is, and I'd love to throw this to you, what is the difference between going on a nice meditative walk and walking a labyrinth? You know, and so I'll just answer a little bit. For me, there are so many points of choice when you have to decide, am I going to keep going on this walk or am I going to turn around? There's an inevitability, even though the walls or on a labyrinth are not true walls. Once you've made that commitment for 8 or 10 minutes to walk a labyrinth, you're going to finish it.
Yeah.
Whereas for so many of us, once you've decided to meditate, everything feels like an off-ramp. And there's something about the labyrinth that makes it easy, especially easy for uninitiated, untrained, inexperienced people that are seeking meditation or benefits of these wonderful services that come in other ways, that just guides you and keeps pulling you back, literally centering you on that. So
I've often heard people say, I'd love to meditate, but I'm just bad at it. And I definitely felt that way for a very long time, that I was just bad at meditation.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a nice meditative walk and a labyrinth walk? Even with somebody like me who loves walking to the point where there's no question of, am I going to continue this walk? If I could, I would just keep walking. Like, that's more the way I can go. It's like, oh, I have to go home. Yeah. That's when I go. Yeah. And I very much do it as mindfulness walks. So I'll walk around, and when I'm doing it as a meditative walk, as opposed to just walking with my spouse, I often will try to pay very close attention to what things grab my attention in a positive way. And so I'll focus on that thing until it's either gone because I've passed it, or it goes and flies out of sight. Often it's birds will catch my attention in those ways. So it's always the environment is changing, and I'm focused on these external things, and then I think about those things, and it brings me inside. In a labyrinth walk, there are none of those environmental factors except for the direction I'm walking and the turn. And so all of the focus, I think, is reflective of internal structures, internal objects. And when I let go of what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is less real, perhaps, than what I see with my physical eyes, and go, wait a second, that's a spiritual image that I'm viewing, almost. And pay attention to it just as mindfully as I do the trees or the birds or the sounds, then it becomes something that is all internal. And that's been why I think it's different from just a meditative walk. It's the imagery is internal.